WSBC dispersion that is now happening with the new WCB contract that is active. So it did go live in June 1st. So you can see on the screen here that I have a test patient set up, and this patient, you can see it's a pretty clean ledger because we don't have anything extra on here. You can see here the codes. These are important when it comes to the distribution, because the codes themselves are how the fees do get distributed. So you can see here 19291 for the assessment block. The prefix is just WSBC 19291, so this is for the dollar amount code. Then we also have the WSBCF, so this is free or no charge. So this is the code you would use for the assessment block no charge visits, no matter how many visits the patient has. That's what you would use for the assessment block. Same thing for the standard treatment block. So we have right here, here is the billing for the standard treatment block. So it's WSBC 19292. And then we have our WSBCF 19292 standard treatment blocks for all of our $0 visits. Okay, so these $0 visits that we see here with this code, this is what's going to be distributed. I'll show you how that works here. So when you are ready to do your distribution, you would select the fee that has been paid. So this does require you to already have a payment from Teleplan. So the payment still operates as usual. So you do your submission. When you get your payment, it is applied automatically. So then you would click on the fee itself, and then you would click on the action at the top here. And if you scroll down, you can see that we've added a new option here for WSBC distribution. Now, before you select this, always you want to double check and make sure that you have all of your fees billed correctly. There's no undo button for this right now. This is just phase one of this feature. Okay, so when you select this here, it'll take you to this screen. So this will show you, these are all the billings that are in the assessment block. So matching that code, that same code for the assessment block here. You can see here on my test patient that I have billed multiple practitioners. Okay, then to do the distribution itself, you just press OK. So then you can see, maximize my screen here, then you can see a lot more things appeared on the screen. Okay, so what it did was it actually minused out that $215 fee that you billed, and it rebilled it here. So it rebilled it to all those practitioners, all those individual claims. It rebilled it out. They have is a dollar amount so that you know that this is what it is for. When we look at the payment here, we can also see that the same thing has happened. So the payment has been minused out, okay? And you can see the payment has been re-entered here for the practitioners. So between the 3 practitioners, we've distributed it 5 times. And then the payment is automatically applied to these $43 fees that we've now entered. So this is all done in the background, and it is all automatic. So you don't have to do anything with this, okay? It's also very important not to delete any of this after. So after you've distributed it, don't delete any of it, okay? So I'll show you again. There's another option, another scenario that could occur. So when we all know that when you get Teleplan payments, they don't necessarily just pay WCB and then a separate payment for MSP. They actually do it all in one payment. So for this patient here, we also have a MSP payment here for a practitioner. So I wanted to show you that when you distribute this payment, so this payment of $548, this payment pays this $525, which is your standard treatment block, and it also pays this $23 fee from MSP. So when you distribute it, all that is distributed is this payment or this fee here. That's it. That $23 MSP just stays as it is. So we click on this here, and again we go to the drop-down. Now this option will not be available if you have no payment applied to it. So if we were to unapply this here, like so, and then go to that drop-down, it's not available. Okay. So then we go here, we apply it back, and then we're going to disperse it now. So action, scroll down, distribution, this one here, sorry. You know what? Actually, it looks like I already did this one. I already had tested this one earlier just to ensure that everything was working correctly. So if we bill again, so let's bill for this practitioner here. Let's say we'll bill this here. We'll do everything for today's data service just for ease of billing. Okay, so we've got 3 billings here. Right now, as we're testing it, it doesn't matter what code we're billing. We're just testing it just so you can see how it works. And if we were to bill, I'll just type this in here, so WSBC and 19291. So this is our assessment block, so we'll bill this here. And then we'll enter in a payment. You can also enter in a payment just manually. It will operate in the same way. So if you get a check from WCB, it'll still treat it the same. Okay, so we apply it. So this is what it looks like. And then if we have here, we want to distribute it. Okay, so that's not going to work actually because we already have that. That's all right. So it will work the same for another patient. So if we go here, so ordinarily you would not have billed the same assessment block for, so you wouldn't bill the assessment block twice for the same patient. If they have a new WCB claim, you would actually create a brand new claim for them. So it would be a different claim number, it would be a different chart, and all the billings would be under that chart. Otherwise, it will not work correctly. It's the same right now. If a patient has multiple WCB and or ICBC claims, you always want to make sure that you are creating a new chart for them. Okay, so now let's enter in a payment here. So we have our payment of $215 for insurance, and we'll apply it to this one here. Okay, and let's distribute this one here. You know what? Actually, we're going to change this. We're going to add an MSP payment or an MSP fee as well, so you can see how that works. Okay, so bill to MSP. Okay, so take a look here. So we'll enter in a payment. Our payment will be $238 as direct deposit, and we'll apply it to these two because that's what we want. So now we'll go to disperse this here, like so. All it does is it brings up those 3, so we can see right here, the 3 free visits that we billed, distributed like so. And so it ignores this one, so this payment just stays as it is. The only thing that is minused out and redistributed is that $215 payment for WCB. Couple things to note with this process. Again, there is no undo button as of right now. You are not allowed to disperse it more than once. So if you do have troubles with it, you will need to give us a call. All of these fee codes, so once you've updated to our latest version, which is 7.19.3, which you can see up on the screen here, all of these fees here should be imported. If you do not see them imported into your fees table, give me a call at the help desk and I will import them for you. It doesn't take very long to do. Okay, so you should have a set of free visit codes as well as regular codes. If you've already added them and you want to import them or import some of them, it will not duplicate any codes. It will leave the ones that you already have and just add the ones that you are missing. Okay? So do we have any questions so far?